Hey everyone, it's Carrie. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Today is I'm going to give you the third reason why your home is not feeling like your happy place. Just give me 1 second while I share this into the group. And then I will get started. So you're welcome to join the group. I have a Facebook group called Feels Better, Flows Better, Feng Shui for Inspired Living. It's a long name, and that's why it takes me so long to get it shared. But thank you for waiting. Okay, so I'm going to get started today. My name is Carrie Miller. I am the founder of Feng Shui Pathways and author of the book Feels Better, Flows Better, Feng Shui for Inspired Living. Generally, I work with people who already get the fact that their surroundings are having an impact on them, either making them feel good or making them feel not so good. And I work with them to help them create a space that's warm and welcoming, that they love coming home to, and that's energetically uplifting. Hi, Joanne, how are you? And energetically uplifting instead of depleting or distracting. And so all this week I'm talking about, hi Lisa, how are you? I'm talking about your home and how it should be your happy place. It should be your sanctuary from protection from the outside world. And I had the chance a couple of weeks ago to talk to a whole bunch of people who were inquiring about Feng Shui and hear their stories and hear their situations. And, you know, all at once, it was kind of a reminder that there's a lot of people out there that just are not comfortable in their home and are not thriving in their space, and are not happy or feeling healthy and vital in their home. And I want to work on that. I want to change that. And there's a lot of reasons. You know, first of all, for your own personal self, think about how much time you spend in your home. You know, you're there for you and when you buy that home, you know you're going to be there for years. And a good part of every day for years to come. And so making sure that that space is uplifting and energizing is really important. And the other thing is, think about the cost, the investment that you pay each month to maintain that structure that you live in. Hi Ursula, how are you? Oh, thank you. I am wearing a sweater, Lisa. It's weird. It's like kind of this, it's cooler, but it's humid. I've been flipping back and forth on my clothes all week. It's crazy. So, so, you know, think about how much money you invest in your home every month to maintain it. And, you know, you're putting all that money into it, and yet it's not making you feel good. You're not feeling vital and refreshed and energized and comfortable and happy there. There's something wrong. There's something off. There's an energetic imbalance there, because it should be a place that, you know, you feel great to be in, and that you're feeling rested when you leave, and that when you walk in the door, you know, you have this, oh, I'm so happy to be home feeling, you know, instead of, oh my God, I'm so stressed even more than I was when I left my office, because now I see a bigger to-do list, or, you know, I'm feeling tired 30 minutes after I walk in the door because it just feels heavy and stuck, or I'm feeling emotional and you know, we're kind of all not getting along because something's just setting us off. So, you know, your home should really be supportive and uplifting and helping you move easily through life. You know, if you think about how, you know, if you come home and you feel tired and depleted, and, you know, you take a nap and you wake up and you're still tired and depleted, and then you know, go out into the day and you're kind of cranky, then you're spreading that energy. You know, whatever energy you've picked up in the house, you're spreading around, whether it's to your office or the people at the grocery store. And, you know, and if you think that if the whole family is reacting that way in some way to the energy of the space, and then going off to live their, you know, their daily actions, and carrying that energy around with them and influencing the places they go and the people they're with, this is really powerful. If you can shift the energy of your space at home in that one space, it really does allow you to go out and have more positive interactions through your day, and that comes back to you. And that's why Feng Shui works. You're putting your energy, your best energy out there, and the universe responds by giving you the best energy back. And that's why I think it's so vital to pay attention to how your home feels and how it's making you feel. how to deal with a chaotic anti-feng shui hubby. You know, Ursula, that's a challenge all the time, but my advice for that would be to say, live at your highest possible vibration. So do everything that you can do within your own spaces within the house regarding the stuff that you surround yourself with. Ignore the things that are not in your realm that maybe belong to him or that he feels really strongly about. And as you live in that vibration, you might notice that he'll start to kind of follow along. So I've seen that happen before. I can't guarantee it, but you know, if you pay attention to your energy and your space and being the best that you can possibly be, it kind of becomes the thing where people want to follow along. People want to have a little bit of that, and so they start paying attention to what you're doing, and they listen a little more closely to what's important. So good luck with that. So today I wanted to talk about reason number 3. 2 days ago I talked about, you know, reason number 1 is that you just might not be getting enough vital life energy into your home in the first place. And once it gets inside, it may not know where to go. And that is what we do in Feng Shui. We call it exactly where we need it to come, so that it's nourishing us, nourishing the parts of our life that we need it to nourish. Reason number, I'm drawing a blank, so now I'm going to look at my notes. Reason number 2 that I talked about yesterday was that you've outgrown your home, you've outgrown your surroundings, in the sense that it's no longer reflecting who you are now and who you're becoming. Bye, Lisa. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. You got him to watch this part. Okay, good. So, so, you know, your home, you might just simply have outgrown the energy of your home. We're dynamic beings. We're always shifting and changing. And our home needs to evolve right along with us energetically so that it can be supporting us and maintaining the flow that we need to go through life. So those are really important things. Both of those things we look at very closely in any Feng Shui assessment. But what I wanted to talk about today is really kind of about the nitty-gritty part of Feng Shui. And these are things that are specific to Feng Shui that we pay attention to, including subtle energetic balances that are created either by the structure of your home or the elements that you bring into your home. So, you know, first of all, we look at the yin and the yang balance. And so yin things are things that are feminine and soft and quiet and flowery. And kind of a little bit less bright. And yang things are loud and bright and big and wide and open, and kind of hard elements, or they're just very masculine. So, you know, if you have a space that's really yang, very big and wide and open, it can feel unsettling because you want to have a balance of those two energies. So one thing that we do is we look at, you know, kind of toning down the yang energies, or enlivening up the yin energies. There are some rooms that should be yang. There are some rooms that should be more yin. But sometimes if those two things are out of balance, the space will just feel off to you. A yin space, an overly yin space, can make you tired and kind of sleepy, and it feels really cozy, and sometimes if it's overly yin, it can become kind of depressing. And a yang space can be, you know, really big and kind of unsettling and maybe make you feel a little bit anxious. So we want to balance that subtle energy that you can't even see. It's just there. And then the other thing that we look at is the 5 elements. So there's water, earth, metal, fire, and wood. Each one of those elements are a natural element that appears out in nature, and each of those elements has kind of a personality type, and it relates to a certain part of your body or a certain one of your senses. It has a color, it has a shape, it has different elements. So for example, the fire element would be, you know, flames or fire. It would be things that are red. It could be candles or light. It's also, you know, things that are living, like people or plants, people or animals or fish. So, you know, there are And also, let me talk a little bit about the personality. So the fire energy is very passionate. It's very outgoing. But in extreme, it can also be kind of angry and explosive. So you want to tone down the energies and make sure that they're all balanced. The different elements can be used to control each other. If you have a lot of wood in the space, you can tone it down by using the fire element, which kind of burns up the wood, and the metal element, which chops the wood. So there's a lot of subtle ways to balance the way these decorations and decor items that you bring into your home are affecting the energy of the space. So this is the real intricate part of Feng Shui. It is easy to kind of if you don't really know what you're doing with it, it can be easy to kind of send things off in a different balance. So let me just give you an example about that. A couple of weeks ago, I was on a call with a client and looking at her space and saying, there's a lack of fire energy in this room, and I think that's why it doesn't look appealing and why it doesn't feel appealing. So let's add a little bit of that energy in, just a pop of fire energy. And the client sent me a picture back later where they had added just tons of red energy, red things into the space. And it was really, it has shifted in the whole opposite direction of what we were trying to accomplish. So these are subtle shifts and subtle changes, but they are really powerful changes. So if you're feeling uneasy in your space, tired in your space, frustrated, overwhelmed, depleted, sometimes just shifting the way those little elements are balanced can really make a big difference in your space. So that's reason number 3. I think it's really powerful. I think this is one of the reasons, one of the parts of Feng Shui that are become challenging in the do-it-yourself realm. So, my book talks about the 5 elements. There's a whole section on that, and you can find lots of information online about it. But it really does take a lot of tweaking to make sure it's balanced well, and a lot of it comes down to how does it feel in the end after you've made the changes. So that's one of the reasons why I work with people over an extended amount of time, because I want to make sure that we're making the right changes, and I want to have you be able to sit with it for a while and make sure that it feels better and that you're getting the results and feeling energized and uplifted. So I also wanted to share that I am opening up 2 spaces for my highest level package, which is called the Life Design Package. This is a Feng Shui assessment and an implementation plan that is 12 months long. So it is, for somebody who really wants to dig deep and make sure that the energies are supporting them in all parts of their life. They are, usually an ambitious person, a person who invests in themselves often and believes in the power of the energies around them, and really wants to harness that energy so that it's supporting you and putting you at your optimum best in all the parts of your life. So, we would address your financial life, your health, your relationships, your creativity, your career, all of that. There's really no area that gets untouched in this particular package. We also look at all of the life areas or all the parts of your home. So every single part of your home would be addressed to make sure that we are using the energy to support whatever your goals in life are. And we get really clear on those goals right up front. So I have 2 spaces open. I have special pricing right now. I would love to talk to you if you think that making these shifts and changes would be a benefit to you. I can tell you it would. I have worked with tons of clients and seen the way that shifting the energy in their home shifts exponentially the parts of their life. It is really well worth the investment when you are able to see the kind of energy that you can take into the rest of the parts of your life and how that comes back to you. So I'd love to jump on a call with you if you're interested. I will set up a link in the comment section, and you can just click on that and set up an appointment with me. Or if you feel more comfortable, you can simply tag me or private message me, and we'll talk offline to get a time set up. that's all. I'm coming back tomorrow, and I have another reason why your home might not be feeling very comfortable or supportive, and I want you to think about it. So thanks, everybody. Have a great afternoon. Take care.